Hello everyone, this is Agata Moon. We have the weekly tarot reading. The month of January is going to the end, and we will look at the week of last days of January and first days of February. In the beginning, we will look at the general overview of this week, get first impression, get all the possible messages, and I will include some astrological aspects so we can better understand the patterns and energies of this week. And then I will pull out one card for each day from Monday to Sunday to get the main message of that particular day. So let's move on to overview of this week, the last days of January and first days of February. And we have these cards here. 6 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, and Wheel of Fortune. The first impression of this spread is that the atmosphere of this week will be a little bit contradictory. In the one hand, there will be unstable and unpredictable environment, and on the other hand, there will be a need or an intention to manage and stabilize the situation. You can see the man in the boat. He is trying to cross the lake and he is looking forward where the peaceful landscape is seen in the distance. On the right side of the boat, there are turbulent waters that he is trying to leave behind. He is looking for a more peaceful place to direct himself to. Well, on January 28th and 29th, we have Mars conjunct Mercury and in trine to Uranus. This astrological aspect also marks the less restless and unstable period and the need to move and to direct oneself from that situation. At least, there will be a lot of thinking about that. Thoughts that I have to move, I have to detach myself from these turbulent circumstances and search for place and activities that makes me and my family a little bit safer. 2 swords that are separate from the other 4 mark the position where we do not even want to know, or we may say we don't even want to see that there is that storm accumulating around us. We would like to leave it behind and concentrate on something more interesting, so we do not involve ourselves in these stormy weathers of problems and difficulties that are chasing us from the past. It could be that the intention to move forward will be so immense so that we will be ignoring the stormy waters behind us, running away from the past and from the old circumstances into more peaceful situation. That will be one of the goals of this week. But this will be not so simple as we see from the middle card, where this young man juggles 2 coins between his hands. He is trying to keep the balance and to handle all his issues in his hand. At least the personal issues, daily activities, because here in the back he still has these stormy waters of the external events. If you think about the man in circus who is juggling his sticks, he doesn't seem like he has stable ground. Although he is trying not to lose what he has and is trying to keep everything together. The same situation is here with the man in the boat. He is standing, not sitting, and it is understandable why, because he has to see the road. Where is he going and carrying all his assets with him? But he doesn't seem like he stands very stable. in these wavy waters, although both of them seem to be trying to maintain that balance and concentrate on the activities of their own. From 28th of January until 30th of January, the moon will be in very methodical and practical sign of Virgo. So concentration on daily routine will be essential. There will be a need to create some system on daily basis, concentrating on one thing rather than scattering energies everywhere, trying to convert that energy into matter, making it practical and useful, so that environment around us would become more harmonized and more balanced, where things are in order and we can escape these turbulent circumstances and solve all the problems that goes with it. What we can really do is to change and to manage our personal atmosphere, or even if it is still too much, we can pick up one thing of our personal lives and make it work a little bit better. Make a bit more order in that thing. It brings us back to the feeling that we still have the power to influence at least these issues that are related personally to us. Virgo moon is all about caring and being in service. You can see the man in the boat. He is carefully trying to drift his assets and his family across the lake. So, these first days of this week will be good for taking care of our assets, our family members, our home pets, and even ourselves in very practical way. Let's say, for example, making order in the pantry, wardrobe, eating more healthy food, starting to exercise, be more in the fresh air, and something like that. The planet Venus will be in good aspect with the planet Saturn at this time, so there will be that seriousness about our intentions to stabilize, harmonize, and create an order and beauty around us. It might be too difficult to solve the big problems because planet Venus will be in a good aspect to Jupiter as well, and it may cause laziness to take care of bigger issues. But there will be a good mood for smaller steps, so you may try. The moon moves into Libra on January 31st, so there will be more intentions to create a beautiful environment in our personal surroundings, to be in a good relationships with others, no arguing, no fighting, searching for peace. And on the 2nd of February, we have Moon moving into Scorpio sign, and the energies here get a bit more intense and even fatal. Maybe it is that Pluto in Aquarius season has started, and we are stepping into a kind of new era here. We may experience more of that, and that the world around us is changing. The cultural, economic, political aspects are moving and changing into new directions, but we do not have a power to do something about that. You see the Wheel of Fortune here. It represents change upon we do not have any control because it is collective. It may have that feeling of fate, especially if we let ourselves easily be influenced by these external circumstances. But with this Wheel of Fortune, and this card of Pentacles, and this card Six of Swords, all these cards send the message that we still can be in control of our personal environment, personal life. Although it may look like we juggling things, trying not to lose the control, concentrating on serving our personal and family needs, and harmonizing and balancing things we already have in our hands, it could be a bit scary because we still have these turbulent waters from the past, and we still have this unpredictable future with the Wheel of Fortune, where nobody really knows what the outcome will be. It seems that we are forced to twist that wheel, and so what we can expect from that, fortune or misfortune. If we can have this conscious understanding that no matter what external circumstances will be put on the table for us in the future, what we really have stable here is that the center of that wheel, the wheel always spins around. Circumstances are always in change, but the center is always the same. So the message here is that no matter what the future holds for us, we can still stay in that center, trying to concentrate on things, the ones we have the power to change. And if the turbulent aspects of the past or of the external world are chasing us, we don't have to be attached too much to it. Okay, so that was an overview of the week. We have looked at the 3 tarot cards and we have looked a bit to the planetary positions of this week. Now we are going to pull one card for each day from Monday till Sunday, and we'll try to find possible messages for these days. So the card of Monday is Strength. This is very strong statement for the beginning of the week. But as I have mentioned, we have this turbulent and stable situation with Mars, Mercury, Uranus aspects, and a strong intention to do something about this. The card of Strength sends the message that we can deal with things in a diplomatic way and with our inner strength rather than rushing into it and using sharp arguments to solve the problems. Even in the wild situations and in front of danger, we still can remain humans with compassion and ability to adapt. The moon is in Virgo at this time, so we may use the powers of endurance, adaptability, self-discipline to remain calm and balanced. The card of Tuesday is Two of Wands. This is the card of planning into the future. So when we have this to plan ourselves, we can calmly make plans and set the direction. This card correlates with the card of Six of Swords, where we are taking the boat, crossing the lake and looking for the better positions. This man has the wand and the world in his hands. He is traveler, and the future that he is preparing himself to go into is looking quite optimistic and promising with this beautiful landscape over here. Once present the fire element, and we have the fiery Martian aspect to Mercury at this time. So this is where the aspect of Mars and Mercury make its constructive use. It is planning actively, thinking constructively, and preparing. So if you can put the energy here, you can make the most of this aspect. And with involvement of Uranus in this combination, it could be quite exciting. Now, the card of Wednesday is Five of Cups. So in the middle of the week, there could be some disappointment and the feel that we losing something. We may also have some regrets like these spilled 3 cups. We may also be attached to the past and we may not see the possibilities that are waiting for us in the future. The message here is Try not to concentrate too much on what has been lost because you still have two full cups with you that will help you to stand up and move forward. Making peace with the past might be necessary, and although you might feel a bit lonely at this moment, if you look around, you might discover that you have supporting people around you, or you have instruments or experience or your lessons learned in life that cannot be lost and might be used as a valid tool to lead you through this day. For the Thursday, we have Seven of Wands. At the same time, the moon is in Libra and makes a hard aspect to Mars and Mercury. So emotional irritation is possible on this day. As we can see from the cards, there might be the need to fight and defend your ideas and beliefs. The question there is, are we fighting because somebody is attacking us or because we have that inner irritation and projecting it into others? And so we are creating the conflict. There might be some arguing today or some competition with colleagues. The message here is stand for your ideas, but try to remain objective. Don't let your emotions lead the conflicts. If you feel the need to protect yourself, do it wisely. And for the Friday, we have Nine of Cups. This day looks much better. It marks emotional satisfaction and solid ground under the feet. The moon goes through the sign of Scorpio on this day, and we may feel in better contact with our emotional nature. If keep it in certain frames and not going to the extremes as Scorpio energy sometimes does. The day is good for enjoying it in private surroundings with the family or the loved ones. The message here is enjoy your fulfilled wishes and think the new ones for the future. Now, for the Saturday, we have Nine of Swords. And looks like Saturday's mood is totally different. Are we starting to fear for the future? Will that wheel of fortune bring back luck to us? Fear and anxiety are the keywords for this day. But it is important to keep in mind that the situation that we have in our heads probably looks worse than it actually is. Maybe we are just experiencing the cold shower of logical thinking after that pleasant emotional satisfaction on yesterday, and we are asking too many questions about what will happen tomorrow. The moon is in Scorpio and in opposition to Uranus today, so the emotions could actually go to extremes and we may project it into other people and overall external events, and they will appear as unexpected to us. The message here is try not to overwhelm yourself with negativity. Reach out for support of the loved ones or for professional help of therapists if you feel the need. And finally, for the Sunday, we have Two of Cups. This card denotes the day that is suitable for bonding with someone, especially in a romantic way. It reminds us that with supporting each other and connecting with each other, sharing compassion and working together is much easier than going just by yourself in isolation. The moon makes transition from Scorpio to Sagittarius, but it will be in nice aspect with Neptune, and that marks a good day for daydreaming and not doing too much. Although it will stimulate imagination and it will be a good day for artistic and creative work. It will also stimulate the feelings of compassion and a wish to help others and to be in the selfless position as well. Okay, so that's all that I have for this week of the end of January and the beginning of February. I wish all of you a wonderful week. See you next time. Take care.